basketball. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here in recent years. This is a rivalry game against Minnesota that they're expected to dominate, and last year, David, they did.
Michigan, year after year, one of the winningest programs in all of college football. We expect them to be great. Always a tremendous challenge for Minnesota to try to get that little brown jug.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so bad.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important, and it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little Brown Jug me.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then. A little, you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all of those things. It's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are, and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
And you know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about is adding another trophy to the trophy case, and they want the Little Brown Jug in that box.
Quarterback checking off. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating a turnover and getting points off of it.
And the extra point was good. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that you know if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, such that...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Running to the left. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the single back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They run the reverse. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You've seen even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that pass is intercepted. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. They made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking downfield, it's Tompkins. Quarterback on the move, still looking. The Golden Gophers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
And the Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. They'll run it to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try the run. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Tompkins. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. Pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Handoff from the gun. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. See that maize and blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
The give to the tailback. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He looks that one in nicely. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The give to the back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Tompkins. Throws to the tight end. Holds it in. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
He makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket. They're a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Trying to get to it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And that last incompletion leaves this offense facing a third down. The give out of the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the first down. Not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll start this drive firing. He lets it fly. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Being a little reckless with that football. Threw the interception last time and almost threw another one here.
Golly, that's back-to-back drives. You got to have your quarterback making smart decisions. You can't turn the football over. He's got to get those cobwebs out of his head and start dialing it in.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. To the air, it's Tompkins. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Unloads to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going